basic research. There is little agreement on how best to spur innovation. But most do agree on one thing: innovation matters for people's living standards. There are, fundamentally, three types of rich country. The first group is rich because of extractive industries. Norway, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and other countries have high incomes because they sell the hydrocarbons found in their lands and waters. It is easy to waste such assets, of course, and many countries have done so. But most countries don't have the assets to squander in the first place. Having oil or natural gas reserves is a matter of luck, not judgment. Extractives are a viable route to prosperity only for a lucky few nations. A second set of countries, such as Luxembourg, Ireland, and Singapore, have grown rich through what can be euphemistically called openness. These countries tend to be small financial hubs. They have skilled populations, locations next to large markets, and often very low taxes for international firms. A charitable interpretation of this strategy is that they are dynamic, open economies that attract global capital. A less charitable one is that they are tax havens. There is probably some truth to both characterizations. Competing on very low corporate taxes is, however, an option for only a few countries. Tax competition is a zero-sum game, a strategy that moves wealth around rather than making more of it. If all countries did it, there would be a race to the bottom, with states competing by reducing welfare standards and public services. A third route to prosperity is innovation, or the development and application of new products and processes. Because natural resources are finite and tax havens are small, most rich countries have innovation at the heart of their economic model. If you plot their gross domestic product, GDP per capita, a measure of national income against research and development, R&D, intensity, a measure of the share of national income devoted to innovation, you find a strong relationship. I'm not arguing that R&D is the only measure of innovation, nor that it is the best. Neither am I arguing that increasing R&D spending, or spending on any type of innovation, inevitably leads to economic growth. It is easy to waste money subsidizing pointless R&D. And I'm not saying that all countries fit perfectly into one of these three categories. Some, such as Singapore, combine both innovation and free trade models. But there is a huge body of academic work supporting the basic claim that innovation matters for economic development. Unless a country has oil or suspiciously low taxes, innovation is the best route to prosperity. Most of the success stories of economic development, from the old world of the United Kingdom and France, to later developers such as Taiwan and South Korea, have involved the identification, production, and commercialization of new technologies. Policymakers know this. They use tax credits to subsidize R&D, fund expensive labs for blue-sky research that expands the frontiers of knowledge with no obvious application, and set out missions around which policy is supposed to focus. Innovation has become a central goal of most national governments. But there is a problem with this strategy. High-tech innovation has revolutionized the world, but it has concentrated income and wealth in the hands of a few polarized labor markets, and led to divides between a small number of superstar cities and other regions. Inequality in advanced economies has been rising since the 1980s. The ratio of the income of the top 10% to that of the bottom 10% of earners across member nations of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD,